All right. Episode 5.
Episode 5.
Tuesday Talks. Welcome back, Brett. I'm your host, Blaise.
Thank you for having me.
Brett. And we took a little intermission from the pod. Brett's been traveling. I've been doing wedding stuff. But we're back, and we're trying out a new little format. So we'll see how this goes. But, yeah. Welcome.
All right, so a lot of interesting stuff has happened since our last episode. The main thing is I recently just caddied in a PGA Tour event.
Yep. Whoa. Voice crack. A little sick.
So it was definitely a crazy experience. I was nervous just holding the bag. My first thought, like in the practice round, was, what if I just suck at raking bunkers?
Oh, yeah.
You have to be so particular, and not that my bunker ranking game's bad, but it was definitely a thought in my mind. Imagine if one of these guys misses the cut because I do a poor rake job.
Or like
$20K.
Sunday, like Brandon dumps it in a bunker, and then you rake it, and then like down the stretch, there's like a ruling. They're like, "Who raked this bunker?" And they're like,
God, seriously.
Did you get paid?
Did I get paid? No. So,
what?
The reason why I was called up was, one, because Brandon Berry, my friend who Mondayed into this event, he's just starting his career. This is his second event he's Mondayed in. A typical caddy will run you 1.5 to 2K for the week. And then, as everyone knows, if you make the cut, you typically get 10% of whatever the player wins. And he's brand new to the scene. The Monday qualifiers cost $500. He paid for my hotel. He paid for all my food, but I told him he doesn't have to pay me because he just isn't at that point in his career yet.
What if he won?
If he won, he definitely would have thrown me.
Yeah.
You'd have to. Right. But it was so cool, dude. I was really nervous for him. He started off great. I don't know if you were following at all, but he was 4 under through the first 7 holes.
Whoa.
And when that was happening, I was like, holy shit, my friend is literally a PGA Tour star. It's over. We're good to go. He started off 1 under, and then we had 85 yards, gave him a great number, and he hooped a wedge shot for eagle.
What?
Then he birdied the very next hole, and there was like crazy roars. Everyone was going nuts. And then we kind of slowly bled out in the back nine. He shot 6 over on the back nine, shot 2 over on the day, and he was really upset about that. And held his head high, came back the next day, shot even par, and finished the tournament 2 over and missed the cut by 2 shots.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Well, 2 more PGA Tour events than I've been in, so good for him.
Right. This was his second one, so he's doing really well. Mondayed into both of them. Shot 9 under to Monday in.
Jeez. That's deep.
Right. And that's what you have to do, dude.
You do. Everyone's
super good. If you want to play in a PGA Tour event, you got to go crazy low.
Yeah. So, you're back home. Where are you at?
Back home in New Jersey for the summer. One other thing I wanted to say about the PGA Tour event that you probably wouldn't have thought of was how these guys was how these pros practice. Everyone seems like they're a robot. And I thought there was going to be some field guys, some technical guys, but literally everyone was a robot. They all had TrackMans. Every single guy had TrackMan. They didn't have a shot off a TrackMan. Every single putt they hit was on some sort of mirror doing some sort of drill. And then it was just unbelievable. It's like these guys had no feel anymore. But I guess that's what it takes.
So, obviously you were like up close and personal, and then you played with McCarthy. What how big of a difference do you think it is how they hit a golf ball compared to like when me and you hit it? Like, we've talked about this before. That's not that big of a difference, but like off the face, like flighting it into greens, like was there like a massive difference between me and you compared to them, or was it like if you didn't know they were PGA Tour players, would you just be like, oh, it's just a good golfer, like a college good golfer?
If you go to a college event, to a good D1 college event, and you watch them on the range, you wouldn't be able to tell a difference.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, they
Just
hit
consistency.
You hit it just as good as them.
Yeah.
I mean, my group that I caddy for, they were all really good ball strikers. They all were in the top 20 that week in ball striking, so my perception might be skewed.
Right.
They're just super solid. They don't make dumb mistakes ever. They lag it great. They chip it great. They're so calculated. They think backwards, right? So if the pin's tucked on the left side, they're not thinking attack. They're thinking where's the safe side to miss, et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
And they never make a mental mistake. And
I just played my U.S. Open queue. Shot one over, missed by two, but let me grab the pin sheet because it's crazy. This is when we were talking about like people don't understand how hard pro golf is. I think I have the pin sheet like right behind me. I do not. I have it in my text
I will show you the bib.
Yeah, let's see that bib.
What's my boy's name? Barry on the back. Myrtle Beach Classic, baby. PGA Tour, FedEx Cup. Super cool.
I was surprised you didn't give him the bib. I guess he already has one, but...
Dude, that was my bib. Something I regret. There were a million Circle T's on the putting green, and I wanted to steal one. I think I should have.
Oh, you should have, yeah.
I don't want to get him in trouble. He got one. He went to the guy and asked for one, but there was a good 2 hours when we were all on the green. And I don't know the deal with it. There are just 20 or so Circle T putters lined up, every single model you can think of.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's okay to just go up and grab one or you have to talk to someone and get fitted. I don't know how it works.
Yeah, I don't know either.
It's just a lack of experience.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to read you here's my pin sheets, my pin locations. So first hole is 6 paces off the left. Second hole is 35 paces back to a 40 pin, or to a 40 green, and then 8 paces from the left. Third hole is 12 paces on, 7 from the right. Fourth hole, 27 paces on to a 36 depth green, 6 paces from the left. Hole 5, 7 paces from the left. Hole 6,
they're
10.
All like this. Bad. No one wants to hear all that, but they're all like 5 to 10 paces from the side.
They're all 5, 7, 8 paces from the sides, and it's crazy.
Dude, it's nuts. So really the only way to, what you say, one under got in?
Yeah, one under got in.
Is pretty high considering the caliber of players that usually play in that.
It was a tough course. I mean, I was just talking to my dad before this because I bogeyed 2 par 5s, which is crazy. And one of the par 5s I bogeyed had probably like 30 feet for birdie. And if I probably aimed, no lie, maybe 25 feet right at the pin. Like I literally was faced almost the complete opposite direction because there's this big mound, and I had to die it up in the fringe and then have it come down this slope. And I hit a great putt. I hit it to like 8 feet, which is pretty good considering. I mean, it rolled forever, and then my putt up the hill just wasn't that good. But it was, if you were on the wrong side of the pins, I mean, especially if you missed the green on the wrong side of the pin, it was beyond death. It was crazy. And I mean, I played fine. I was pretty like disappointed in myself because in the greens I had so much control and I just putted. I didn't putt poorly, but definitely below my my norm. I wasn't rolling it. I did hit some really good putts. I just could not get birdies to drop. And
Wait,
3 bogeys, 2 birdies, and that was it.
2 bogeys on par 5. That's 4 shots right there, and you're in it.
For sure.
Right.
Yeah. I know I didn't really hit any bad shots. The other bogey I made, the fairway bunker goes across the whole fairway, like literally at 315. And so I was like, okay, I'm just going to baby a driver because 3-wood would have been safe. But, I'm like, I can just hit like a 300-yard drive. And I babied it, and it was just like, it just took off enough spin, and it kicked forward, landed in the fairway, then rolled up into the bunker. And it's like a waist bunker, so it's not manicured. And I was just barely sitting down, like just a little bit from 215. And I'm like, can't pick it, so I got to hit down hard on it. And it just I didn't chunk it. It just came out dead, like 40 yards short, and then just made bogey. And I hit a good chip too, but it was just what it is.
That's how it goes.
Yep. So, all right. Well, let's talk about the PGA Championship. It's upon us. Ooh, sorry. Valhalla.
Right. I haven't seen anything about it.
Yeah.
Heard anyone talk about it yet. I don't know anything about the course. I heard the players don't love that course.
Valhalla?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Is that
I've
true?
been there. Me and my dad went one time. Yeah, it looks sweet. I mean,
never mind then.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't play it, but we just stood on the tee box and like, this looks cool. But
yeah, I heard a rumor though that Tiger shot 62 in one of his practice rounds.
Really?
Which is interesting.
That is interesting. I was kind of thinking. Well, I was looking at the field, and I have a weird feeling that there's going to be like a brawl of the heavy hitters. I think Rory and Brooks go at it. I don't know why. I just have something in me that's telling me Rory and Brooks are going to go at it Sunday.
I like that. Rory's
Brooks owns the PGA Championship.
He does.
Yeah. He does. So if you had to bet on somebody, let's get the bets up.
We should do that. We should really have a segment where we just Brett
lines.
Yeah. We should do it every week. Where our picks.
Want me to throw up the?
Does Barstool do that?
I'm sure they do.
Yeah, they definitely do something like that.
I'm looking at the betting odds.
I'm gonna say Rory McIlroy's plus 1,200, Brooks plus.
All right,
1,800.
We got Scotty at plus 400, Rory plus 1,000, Koepka plus 14.
That's really close.
Yeah,
I'm not even that big of a sports bettor.
Oh, I am.
I'm gonna tap myself on the back there, man.
If you want to retire, Max Homa plus 3,000. That's a retirement bet right there.
Yeah.
I would bet $10 on Brooks. I would bet $20 on Xander top 10, and this a quick $20, maybe 10 on Homa.
I don't.
He played good in the Masters. What did he finish the Masters? Top 5?
Yeah. I don't know if Vegas takes into account all the nuances that go into the golf course or the draws you get.
Yeah.
That's something I would look into, because if you're playing an event and it's like it gets super windy in the afternoon and it's super windy the next morning, I don't know if Vegas takes into account that the group that goes off late in the afternoon on Thursday and early in the morning on Friday, they're like a 4 or 5 shot disadvantage.
I mean, there's no way that they can. I feel like they can factor that in.
I don't know, man. I don't know how they do it, but also I don't know how deep they look into whether it's a bomber course or a
right.
Also, I don't know if they factor in. Let's say it's super windy. You're not going to take the guy who grew up in a non-windy state. You're going to take the guy who played in Texas or wherever else it's windy.
Yeah. We need to get Vegas on the pod. We need to get a line setter on the pod.
I mean, I'm sure they do take that all into account. But
somewhat, yeah. But
I don't know if the typical golf fan takes that into account, and you might be able to get an edge doing that.
I mean, Vegas always knows. They know what they're doing, so.
They really do, man.
Yeah.
They really do.
But yeah, kind of, I mean, I'll probably watch it a little bit. I really only watch the Open, the Ryder Cup, the U.S. Open, not the British Open. The U.S. Open, the Ryder Cup, and, like, the Masters.
Do we have any course stats for Van? How do you say it?
Valhalla.
Valhalla. Do we have any, like...
Valhalla. Funny story about there. So when me and my dad went to visit, I bought a hybrid head cover because we were going to go play a tournament. I can't remember what tournament we were playing. I bought a nice leather head cover and had the Valhalla logo in blue.
Mm-hmm.
We go to the tournament, and someone stole it off my bag.
Oh.
I was like, who does it? Like, literally.
Wow.
Like, we didn't even play the practice round. We sat down and had lunch or something, and I come out, and I'm like, oh, I must have left my head cover in the cart or something. But we haven't been anywhere. Someone just took it.
There you go.
I had it for like 2 hours.
There you go. Not good.
No. Scummy people at those events. You never know.
Seriously.
Yeah. All right. I wanted to talk about. I can't remember if this is a hot off the face. I don't think it is. It's not. I don't think we have a hot off the face today for you, unfortunately.
Ooh.
Unless you got one for me.
I thought of something the other day that I forgot about.
Damn, you got to write it down.
I know. Talk about something else and let me see if I can.
Okay, so I was just going to talk about pace of play and one.
Oh, I got it.
Oh,
I got it.
All right, we'll do it after this. We'll do it after pace of play. Or do you want to do it now?
It's the same. It ties in. Why can't we use a rangefinder on tour? It's so stupid.
I don't understand that.
That's my hot off the face. It's not really not hot off the face because if you disagree with that, you're just an idiot. Why can't we? It's like the caddy's going to get the number anyway. You're going to save 30 minutes around.
Yeah.
I just don't get it. I don't see any argument for why there shouldn't be rangefinders, except for it's not like the pure way to do it. But who cares? Like, you have all the yardages on the yardage book anyway.
Yeah, I wonder if they like factor in like, you know, if say Tiger is teeing off, he's going to be out on the course for almost 5 hours. Maybe they just want to keep people on the course as long as possible, and that's why they don't. Because like they don't have like a.
Whoa, that's a crazy take. I never even thought about it. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
They're putting on a show.
Yeah, I mean, like every minute Tiger's on the course, people are going to be there longer. You know.
That's a great take.
That could be it.
I never thought about it like that. Yeah, if you want the show to last as long as possible.
Right. So that could be it. I mean, it would speed up play a lot because, like you said, they're gonna know the numbers anyways, except for like the rare chance when they blast one into oblivion, and there's no, they'll know nothing to mark off. So it could be that just keeping guys on the course.
Is the PGA Tour purposely trying to slow down play?
They got to make their money.
Wow.
I don't know.
That is something.
I mean, they have no reason to speed it up except to make the players happy.
Yeah. More time for ads.
Literally, yeah. Because like when Tiger's on the course, right, they're going to try to, even if he's on the course for 30 more minutes, that's 4 or 5 more commercials that they could run. Maybe not 4 or 5, but a couple more commercials they can run, and that's more money.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude, you just blew my mind. Love that.
I try. All right, well, let's talk about regular golfers' pace of play. Mm-hmm. And the main issue. Like, at PGA National, I hate golfing at the Champ because it takes 5 hours. I don't have 5 hours. Especially for me, I'm not playing it to, like, I'm going to go play with my buddies. I'm going there because I need to go get reps in and hit actual tee shots, and I'm behind a couple of retirees that have nothing better to do than to walk.
Well, there's two things that it could be. One, it could be the people, or it could be the course jamming in tee times. Yeah,
courses do jam, which I get it. They need to make their money, but it's like
What is it at PGA National? Do they jam it up?
Oh, it's jammed. It is jammed
Are the people in front of you playing? Do they have somebody in front of them, and that's what's taking long, or is it typically there's one group who's slowing everybody down?
I mean, in Florida, it's all old people. Like they, you know, they're not flying around. They move slow. They don't hit it as far. They're hitting more shots. And I noticed that like a lot of older people, like good for them, they like to walk to like stay healthy and active, which I get that. But I don't know. It just like it's too long. 3 hours would be like a dream amount of time to play a round of golf.
Well, if you and I play in a cart, just the two of us, we could play in 2.5 hours.
Easily. You could get a front nine done in an hour. I did in the practice round for the open queue. I teed off at 11:15. I had no one on the front nine. I got to hole 12 at 12:40, and then there I was behind the men's league, and it took me 2.5 hours to play 4 holes. So I didn't play 17 or 18. I was like, okay, it was going to take me another hour to play 17 and 18. So,
jeez, yeah. What are you going to do, dude? That's just how it is.
I think one courses just need to space out tee times, and also a kind of weird thing you could do is you could have like a certain day set aside for like if you're going to play slow, this is the day to play. Like no one's going to rush you. Everyone's here to play slow. Then you have days where guys also give every guy their own golf cart. That's also a problem. Is like if me and you are in a cart and you pull one right and I push one right, I pull one left. We just go boom and all the way across. Boom.
I like riding with somebody in my car.
Me too.
Because then you can talk to them. I feel it's lonely in your own car. But I don't know about the slow play day. I don't know what that does for the courses, and nobody thinks they're the problem.
No, never.
So they're like, "Oh, I'm a slow guy. I'll go on the slow day." That's never.
Well, it starts with like between like the 8 and 10 o'clock tee times. They just mess it up for everyone. It takes one group to slow everyone up.
Yeah, I just don't know what you could do there.
Well, Rangers like hardly do anything anymore. I feel like.
Oh yeah, you could have a Ranger up someone's butt, but
that's annoying. But
without we're the anomaly here, and let's say
what?
We're that anomaly here, right? We're
the 1%. Okay.
We're the 1% of golfers who can break 80 or whatever.
Yeah.
So obviously we'll play fast. Now, the majority of golfers are not good. They can barely break 100.
Right.
Without those guys, there is no golf because golf courses just don't have the money to cater to the 1%.
Yeah, that's true. So I think everyone's in the same boat where they want golf to speed up. No one's like, no, we need to slow this game down.
Yeah.
Like I think everyone agrees that no one has a solution.
I think the issue is just people just aren't good.
Yeah. One thing that does piss me off is people don't know to let people play through. Like I get it when there's people on every single tee, but there's been so many times when like I'll be playing with my buddies and there's a foursome in front of us and there's no one for 3 holes and they're just like out to lunch doing nothing. I'm like they don't know to let people play through. Like that needs to be emphasized.
You can also ask though. It's not fun, but you go, hey,
it's not fun now.
Yeah, I mean, if
I just send a warning shot.
Yeah, because if they don't have the etiquette to let you play through, maybe it's because they haven't been playing golf for that long. They don't know what to do.
I wish you could like message. Do you know like, on the smart cards you could like message like, can we please play through? Or you could like you could message the pro shop and be like, hey, I'm on hole 12. Can you tell the guys from the fairway because they can see everyone's location? Can you message them and let us play through?
That's interesting.
Because they can send messages like, have you ever seen that? There's a post. It's from a while ago, and it said, "Attention, all golfers, stay where you are. There's a woman with a gun on hole whatever," and they send on like she was. I don't know the whole story, so they can send messages to people, but I think it just goes out to every golf cart. Like you can't individually pick, but
right. But going back to the skill problem, Maybe they just reserve the first 2 hours for golfers who can break a certain number.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't
We
know.
have so many good ideas. Did you see what I sent you about Live and the whatever Tiger's new thing is? They took all of our ideas about having teams at each club. You see that?
Yeah,
Oh
that's
my
right.
gosh.
That's right. They're
We
building
I we
stadium.
should have
They're building
trademarked
stadium
that.
courses.
That made me so mad. I
Yeah.
was like, of
For
course.
the first time listeners, Blaze and I had this idea. Well, it was actually Blaze's idea that the live teams would be like football teams and they have a home base course where they play at and fans will come and watch them. That's the only way to get true fans is to tie
Yeah,
it in with some sort of region.
yeah, for sure. And they took our
I don't know
ideas.
where. Yeah, but where live is international, so where would it like
It might have been Tigers League then. I can't remember. I sent you two different things. I know
Tiger has
Tigers
a league?
League. Yeah, they have a league now.
Tiger?
I sent it to you. Yeah.
I didn't read it.
They have a
Obviously.
Jupiter team. They have a Boston team, which is Rory's
Oh,
team. Yeah,
this
they
is
have
sweet.
a Cali team. They have a Texas team.
Are these amateurs or are they
No,
pros?
they're all pros, like PGA Tour players.
Whoa.
It's like Justin Thomas, Rory McIlroy, Max Homa. Like
Oh,
it's
so it's
called
the
like the
PGA Tour.
TGL League or something. I
It's
can't.
the
I don't
PGA
remember.
Tour with Tiger.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know.
That's how they're competing with live, I guess.
Yeah, but I don't know. I can't keep up with everything that's happening with these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I'm excited for the PGA because I love watching them play together.
Yeah, they invited Gooch. He's playing. Taylor.
Welcome.
All right, I have a new segment for you. That's a good one. I thought this one the other day. 2 truths, 1 lie. So I'm going to read off
Okay.
2 like golf kind of fun
Yeah, I
facts,
got
and
yours.
one of them is all right. So the first one is Shadow Creek is the most expensive golf course in the world. It costs $150 million. So I'm not skewing any numbers there. Like, oh, it was actually $149 million. I'm just telling you that's how much it was built for, and it's the most expensive golf course ever built. This is actually crazy because if you're a hoodie. Oakmont Country Club was started over a bet between 2 men who could build the best course. The other course that was built was Spyglass. And then China has banned all golf development. So you can't build any more golf courses in China.
Dude. Wow.
Yeah.
I genuinely have no idea. I had 150 million, so I know a typical golf hole costs 1 million to build. And then let's say you have 36 holes, that's 40 million ish. And then a clubhouse could be 20 million, and then the land. I don't know. I feel like there could be a more expensive course for 100 million. So I think that's the lie.
You are wrong.
Wow.
First off, Shadow Creek's in the middle of Vegas. Like they have to pump in all that land or all that water and everything. And
Yeah.
the lie was the Oakmont Country Club was started over a bet between 2 men.
How did you come up with that?
I don't know. I was just trying to think of something, and I was like, and then it was weird because I was typing it before we started, and you came in with that Oakmont. I'm like, oh, he's gonna know. Like he probably knows.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah. But
That's so
and I
funny.
almost gave it away because I was going to give more information about the golf band in China. But apparently, what happens is because China's so big, is that they keep building golf courses, but they just don't tell the government. So, like, the city will build a golf course, and they just don't list it as a golf course. So, like, if you look up, like, I don't even know. I can't even think of a town in China. It won't say country club. It'll say, like, agricultural management or something.
Wait, what's the problem with building more golf courses?
I have no idea because they have so much land in China. I don't know if it's like a water thing. They also have billions of people. I don't know what it is.
That's cool. I got to come up with some for you next time, and we'll go
All
back
right.
and forth. That's a fun game. But
Did
you
you
know
like
what I
that
did know
one?
about China? It was awesome. That I learned today about China. I just saw it randomly on my TikTok. People don't understand how big the Great Wall of China is.
I saw that.
Did you see that one? It's 13,000 miles long. And from
Yeah.
New York to LA, across America,
Yep.
essentially, it's only 3,000 miles. So you can fit what's that? Almost 5 Americas in between the Great Wall of China.
which is
China,
crazy.
you have enough land. You can build golf courses without hiding the
Yeah,
fact that they're archcultural.
dude,
But
they were saying like, what were they protecting from? Which was like, I don't know what. I don't know. I'm not a history buff, so I don't know what era that was, and if it was like,
yeah,
I couldn't tell you who they were, but like that seems a little excessive. The whole, I don't know,
dude,
good for them.
13,000 miles. How
So
many
it's
pickleball
13. How
courts
many
can
miles
you
is
put
it
on
from
that?
U.S. from like L.A. to New York?
3,000, just over 3,000.
Okay,
And
that's
just
great.
the wall is 13,000. I don't even know if China's bigger than that. I'm sure it has to be, right? If you can fit
Yeah,
that.
I feel like when they're like in the meeting room, like going over it, someone had to be like, we have to do the whole thing,
Yeah.
like what? It blows my
The
mind.
whole thing.
We're turning into a history channel. It blows my mind. Like, I mean, back then, way I don't even know what year, but like when the pyramids were being built and all that stuff, like they had nothing better to do. Like that was
True.
so it's like they could spend all their time and they have like millions of slaves
Yeah.
to do it.
They couldn't scroll TikTok like we can.
No,
So,
can you imagine if we didn't have TikTok, dude? Half my life I'm on TikTok and I'm
yeah.
like, do something today.
Do something.
Yeah. All right. I want to talk about Jason Day and his new sponsor.
I wanted to talk about that too.
Oh, good.
Glad we're on the same page here.
How do you say it? Is it Marbon?
Malbon.
Malbon.
Is there an R in there?
I don't know.
No, it's Malbon. It's Malbon.
Malbon. Okay. I especially his outfits this week. The
I want to
like
see his
light,
outfit. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
the light brown, like cream stripe, like kind of like
I know
knitted.
what you're talking about.
Dude, I liked it a lot. Some of his
you
Masters fits were crazy, the pants, but I like what he's doing. I like what they're doing.
I think they're geniuses.
Yeah,
What they're
they
doing
kind
is
of
so smart. I saw a chart recently that showed how many Google searches Malbon's been getting, and it's just been going.
for sure. Especially,
And,
I wonder if the pants at the Masters, like remember how big they were, was intentional to like stir up some things.
oh yeah, I don't know, and the fact that they made him take off his sweater vest,
Yeah,
that was huge for them. That got
yeah,
them
they're
so
probably
much press.
perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're probably pumped.
I
What they're
mean,
doing
no
is so
publicity
smart.
is bad publicity.
Exactly. And they're going to find their group of people who love all that stuff, and they're going to want to wear that. And that group is just growing and growing and growing.
Yeah, it's very Cali, like Seattle, Portland streetwear vibes. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I mean, if everybody's doing the same thing with their like sweat wicketing fabric, it's all the same. So it makes it so easy for them to stand out.
Yeah, and especially with like, 2015 to like 2019 or maybe a little bit past, like everything was like, I mean, my going out clothes were like tighter jeans, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's like all my jeans are baggy, and that's kind of where like fashion's going and streetwear is going, and then golf's becoming a younger sport, so it makes sense. Like, I like the stuff. I don't see a lot of people wearing it, but
they're hitting the nail on the head.
For sure.
People are gonna love that stuff, and they can just distinguish themselves so easily.
Yeah, sponsor us. Don't sponsor us. Never mind. Don't want it. We got our own. I did get approached by Lizard Skins the other day on the putting green, and they told me to reach out to them because the guy told me to DM him. DM'd him like 2 minutes later, and he never got back to me. I was like, what? Why would you even say that?
His loss.
His loss, that's right. I was kind of thinking about it, and I was like looking at the grips, and one, like a grip change for a pro golfer or a competitive golfer is a big deal. Like, I've used Z-Cores for the past 6 years, and going to something that's more like those wind grips, I was like, might throw them on a backup set just to make them happy.
Pay me a lot of money.
Yeah, I would have to 100% get paid. But they were like, and they, the grips were cool. They had like a whole bunch of different designs. Like they did a USA one. They had like a donut one. They had a whole bunch of cool stuff. But for like my golf aesthetic, Don't really want like a neon orange grip. I got
No,
my black grips and I'm good.
exactly.
Oh yeah, good for Jason. I'm digging it. He's a
Didn't
cool
you
guy.
want to talk about if you could have any sponsor? Were you getting there?
Yeah, you want to roll into that one?
Unless you had some other thing.
No.
I just wanted to, I thought a little bit about that topic and I wanted to discuss that. Unless
Well,
you
it's
have
a good
something
segue into it.
Yeah.
All right. Dream sponsors. With the rules are one equipment sponsor, one clothing sponsor, and then like one fun sponsor. So lay it on me. Who do you got?
Okay, I got you. Clothing sponsor, I haven't really thought too deeply about. I love the way just the simple Nike looks without all the logos, looking like a NASCAR driver.
But you know what? You can't do Nike and have another sponsor. That's the problem. They don't allow it. They buy you out of all your contracts, so you can't wear any other logo. That's why I think Tepco doesn't wear the live stuff.
Wow. So, I guess if we're doing that, I'd probably pick. Well, I want to come out with my own brand eventually, so of course, I'd be wearing all Happy Tuesday stuff, and our brand, you'd be rocking Happy Tuesday stuff too.
That's right.
But Malbon's obviously hot right now. I wouldn't.
Yep.
I don't know if I could steal Jason Day's thunder. He's that guy. You know what I heard them call him?
What?
Mr. Put That On. Like,
wow.
It's
what
so
a name.
sick. Mr. Put That On. Anyway.
Put it on.
Yeah, I would do RLX is a good option.
Yeah.
Maybe a little too stuffy. I like Peter Millar. They make really good stuff. Yeah. Who else is there? Help me remind me of some of the brands.
I mean, Puma.
No, hell no.
Polo. That's different than RLX. Polo is.
I actually prefer Polo over RLX.
Really, I like RLX.
Yeah.
I love their vests.
Okay. Is Polo too preppy though?
What about B Grady?
B Draddy.
B Draddy, yeah.
B Draddy. Yeah. So actually that's the brand I'm sponsored by right now.
There you go.
But
I was hoping you were gonna say that.
Yeah, that was a miss. They make awesome stuff. They all make the same stuff though, you know?
Yeah, it is all the same basically.
And I hope they don't see this clip, but it's really
you're about to lose your sponsorship.
Yeah, no. I mean, their stuff is really top of the line and sold in most of the shops. But I got it. I'd go Grayson.
Really? I got a couple Grayson things. I do like Grayson.
I go Grayson. For my club sponsor, I'd go Ping.
Really?
I love Ping. I love their driver, and I haven't tried their irons recently, but they look amazing.
Yeah, they always made solid irons.
I can't get rid of their driver, and I know they treat all their players amazingly.
Yeah.
I would go for my fun sponsor, either AP or Rolex.
Oh, damn, those are good ones. Dang it, I didn't even think about AP.
Well, you could also do Mercedes and
I was thinking, well, for me, my equipment, 100% would be Titleist. I mean, I play Titleist driver, wedges, their putters. Everyone knows the Scotty Cameron putters. And their irons, everything Titleist makes is solid. I feel like a lot of companies have, gaps somewhat. Like, Mizuno can't make a driver or a putter, but they make the best irons. And Ping, I used to play Ping irons, but I'm not a Ping guy. I never
Have you used to play Ping irons?
What?
Their driver is just elite.
I've heard that. When I get fit, it's either Titleist or Titleist is what works for me.
I mean, I use Titleist. My bag is so mixed. I have Ping driver, Cobra 3-wood, Titleist irons, TaylorMade wedges, and an Odyssey putter. You can't get more mixed than that. No. I got Titleist driver, Stealth 3-wood, Strixon driving iron, Mizuno irons, BB wedges, and a Ping putter. So I'm also all across the board. Right. Which
also with Titleist, Titleist golf ball.
Oh.
So,
well, Ping, you can use Titleist golf ball too.
Yeah, Ping opens that door up.
Okay, sorry. Continue with your
Okay, so clothing-wise, I would want to go Nike just because I like. Oh, I would take Jordan Brand over Nike.
No.
Yeah, I'm
No.
a Jordan guy.
Oh my God, bro.
I know.
Jordan?
I
Who's
mean,
sponsored by you have Keegan Bradley. Who else on tours uses Jordan? Harold
Harold
Varner.
There's who else? I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
think
But
that's
just
I
the
think it's only
shoes.
those two. Yeah, you got the
But do you think as
shoes.
a Nike guy you could wear the Jordan stuff?
Jordan, probably.
I don't know. I gotta go to the bathroom. Do you think I can clip this out?
Yeah.
Okay. BRB.
Wait, you want to finish your
Oh yeah.
So run it from the top so we can get a nice clip.
So we're going Titleist club sponsor. You get the Scotty Cameron, you get the wedges, you get the golf ball, and then clothing wise. All right, I'm gonna go RLX clothing wise. I just love RLX,
Mm-hmm.
and then I think RLX and FootJoy go hand in hand. I think that's like the same company. And then fun one, that AP is a good.
Yeah.
But I would go. I'll go Mercedes. Get a nice car out of it.
Do you think they hooked all their players up with a nice car?
They must, but whenever I think Mercedes, I think Adam Scott, and I'm like, oh, perfect. Well,
He's such a pro's pro.
yeah, he is. All right, I gotta go to the bathroom.
All right, go to the bathroom.
Crazy.
I'll go to the bathroom too.
Okay, I'm back.
All right. Mark down on your pen if you have your piece of paper or whatever. Clip or break at 41, just so it's easier in the edit.
Okay.
Or 41, 42, whatever it was.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, Mercedes. I know Bryson's sponsored by Bentley, which is pretty sick that he is a Bentley. Also, yeah. If I had to go with a watch brand, there's a watch brand out of Detroit called Shinola, which makes pretty. I would say, they're not Rolex price, but they're not like Casio. They're like $1,000.
You're just representing your hometown.
Yeah, and their logo is a great logo. Like if I get on tour, I would want a nice Shinola sponsorship. They make great watches. They make great stuff. They're the coolest brand ever, and they're from Detroit. So they used to make bikes. Now they make clothes and watches. Whoa!
Oh, camera down.
Camera down.
Yeah. Who has the coolest? Does anyone have just like a wild sponsor? Oh, you know what? I saw a guy who's sponsored by Bitcoin this week.
What?
I don't know his name, but he had like these shoes with Bitcoin logos on them and cash.
That's crazy. Or he's the big crypto guy.
Isn't that nuts? Let me see.
That is nuts. Do you know what's a nuts sponsorship? Is Tiger's Monster Farm. Holy.
Bitcoin sponsor. Oh yeah, dude. No one talks about that. Why is Tiger sponsored by Monster?
No idea, and they do no marketing of him. They just put it on the bag.
That's so true.
Stay up there. That's crazy.
What is the deal with that?
I don't know. Like literally, if I didn't see his bag, I would never know Tiger was sponsored by Monster.
It's so random. And did you see all that demonic stuff about Monster? How the claws say 666.
Yeah.
Chug it backwards, and then it's
she's like
logos like the Antichrist.
Yeah,
dude. Why? Is Tiger part of the Illuminati?
I hope not. I don't know.
I mean,
We
He's
gotta
got
do
the monster.
some deep diving. We gotta put our
He's
tinfoil
got the
hats on.
monster on the back.
We should do a conspiracy pod. Just an episode of all golf conspiracies.
Yeah, how about right now? Tiger's in the Illuminati.
It makes sense. How does he keep coming back from all these accidents?
Oh
Who's
my
flipping his car?
God, bro. He's drinking children's blood. He has to be.
Adrenochrome. Tiger's on adrenochrome. No.
Oh, it
That's
all makes sense.
it adds
And
up.
Monster pays for it all. How else do you think he affords all that?
They are the Illuminati.
Wow.
I knew it. Gosh, we lost a good one.
Or does that just make him cooler?
It adds a little spice to the PGA Tour.
Definitely gives it a kick.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had a Monster. I'm an energy drink guy, but
You never.
I'm a
drink
C4 Ghost energy drink guy.
Those are all recently, but when I was younger, I used to drink not all the time, like once in a very blue moon, a Red Bull or a Monster, just because I loved the way it tasted.
Yeah, I used to love Red Bull, and then college, just Jaeger and Red Bull. I was talking about this yesterday at work because I was like so tired. I'm like, oh, I need to go get a Red Bull. And right when I opened it up, I just had flashbacks of just getting crushed on Jaeger. And I hate it. I can never. We were at a bar one time after work, and this girl, for some reason, bought me and the other bouncers Jaeger bombs. And it was like that much. And I'm like, I am not drinking this. Like, it is the one thing that I'm like, cannot get it down. That and Jameson. I was at a bar at Jumbie Bay in Abacoa, and I'm talking to this guy. He was wearing a Medalist hoodie, so that's how we started talking. He's like, "You want to do a shot?" I'm like, "Sure." He's like, "What do you want?" I go, "Just give me." I did a tequila shot. He goes, "All right." He gets a Jameson shot. I get a tequila shot. We cheers. We knock it back, and I'm like, "Oh!" And I look. He's just holding. He goes, I can't take this." I go, "Okay, that's fine." He goes, "You have to." I go, "No." He goes, "Well, I already bought it." So I asked my buddy, I go, "Zach, have this." He goes, "That's all you." I'm like, and I literally go, "I'm going to throw up if I take this." He goes, "You just got to do it." So I slam it, and I'm just standing there, like my mouth is watering. I'm like, oh, I got to go throw up. So I go in the bathroom. I throw up literally just the Jameson. It was, I just told him, I'm like, dude, I'm
your
going to
body
throw
can
it
just
up.
like separate it.
I don't know what happened about it. He's like, "Get this out. Keep the tequila. He's cool. Get the Jameson out." Oh, dude, I hate it. I met a guy in college, only drinks Jameson, and I'm like, literally every party, every time he goes to a bar, just gets Jameson. I'm like, what is wrong with you?
I try to keep it clean. I like my clear liquors, and I like do some sort of vodka soda, tequila soda.
Yeah,
Did you drop your camera again? Holy shit!
No, I have notification.
Okay, yeah, and you got to keep it clean, and it's just amazing. You just don't get hungover.
I don't get hungover anyways, which is like my superpower. But 9 times, I know it's amazing.
What do you drink?
I mean, 9 times out of 10, I'll drink beer. But there's been some days when, I drink. If I get a mixed drink, it's tequila tonic or old fashioned. But no matter what, like 4th of July, anything, I strap a good one on, and I wake up, I'm like, all right, I'm ready for the day. But I mostly drink beer.
Yeah.
And then if I'm on the golf course, the occasional transfusion, which is like, I actually have a segment that we talk about the golf drink. So let's talk about the golf drinks.
Okay.
All right. For me, if I'm going out there. I think 3 beers aside for like a chill, nice drinking day. 3 beers aside. Perfect. Give me a couple Millers, just something to sip on. But, like, my dream is I just see my dad when he plays like the member guest, and him and his teammate are like the biggest transfusion fans in the world, and they're just walking down the fairway with their transfusions. I'm like, oh, it looks so good. Hello, recording. Okay. But that was my fiance, Ashley. Um, I mean, I feel like Fireball is also just like has
So
to.
I'm kind of a nerd, man. I always grew up playing golf to compete, and the goal is to make it to the tour. So I never really drank a whole lot growing up on the course, but obviously recently, here and there, it
Yeah,
happens.
same for me. Like it's been like the past like 3 years.
Yeah, but every time I'm playing with my buddies, they're all super competitive. We're playing for a ton of money, and I'm not one to be like, "Oh, I'm playing for money. I'm not gonna indulge." But
Right.
I don't think I've ever gotten like sloppy on the course.
I haven't.
Yeah, so I played the other day actually, crushed a couple Stellas, which was nice.
There you go.
Nice. This is my favorite beer.
Is it? I'm just not a Stella guy.
Stella and Heineken are my favorite beers.
Those are my two least favorite beers.
Yeah, I guess if you like what you like.
Yeah.
But anyway, and then obviously I've had transfusions multiple times. But I just stopped caring about the golf. I just like getting out there, just like hitting,
I mean,
ripping
for
shot.
me,
Like I don't care.
Like I'm not there. I've been with guys in practice rounds who drink and like pretty big like G pros. I'm like, whatever, to each their own. Like they're good players. They can do whatever they want. But like I'm not gonna in a practice round start drinking. But when I'm playing with my buddies, because like we talked about it, that we don't really get to play very many enjoyable rounds of golf because every round of golf is competitive. So like when I'm with my buddies, that they're just regular golfers. So I'm like, all right, I want to decompress, like play, just have fun and like hang out. And golf is just the activity to hang out. So
Yeah,
I don't mind it.
yeah.
The occasional, it's nice.
It is nice.
De-stresses me.
It's a nice reset.
Yeah, you need it sometimes.
Yeah, it helps sometimes.
But I've been crushing. I don't know what happened to me lately, like in the past like 2 weeks. Some sparkling water I'm like addicted to, which I've drank it before, but one day I'm like, dude, I think I want sparkling water. And I went and bought a Topo Chico, and I've just been like, I've already had 2 today.
It's funny.
Sparkling water.
My girlfriend hates sparkling water.
I used to hate it too.
She calls it pepper water.
It is
it's like spicy.
It is, yeah. It's weird, but
yeah,
something about it right now is just it's doing it for me.
Good for you. Whatever works.
I want to talk about our new logo for the podcast.
Yeah, super exciting.
I love it. I think we both are on the same page that we like it.
Is there any way we can pull up a picture of that? I'm sure if they're watching it, just look at our icon. It's that nice.
Yeah, it will be up.
It's great. It's a nice little cartoon looking guy. It really makes our show or whatever look more professional.
For sure. That's like when I listen to so many podcasts, and so like when I'm driving, when I have like Spotify up, which is where I listen to our podcast, it shows me like the recent ones I listened to, and it's like the Joe Rogan podcast. I listen to Almost Friday podcast and Trey Kennedy's podcast, and their logos are so clean. And then I just like ours. Well, we also just threw that one up because we needed one, the white Happy Tuesday. But now that one, like, we look legit.
We do.
And it's best amazing. $5 ever spent.
We put $5 on Fiverr.com. Not a sponsor, but
not a sponsor.
That was great.
But we need a name for it. And I've run it by a couple people. I haven't really got very good names back. I want the viewers, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, comment what we should name this guy. The best name that I've heard is Pippi. It's all right. Pippi.
How'd that come about?
I just asked one of the bouncers at work. I'm like, he goes,
what does this guy look
like? He's about 6'2", 285 pounds. He looks like the guy from, he looks like the white version of the guy from Moana, the rock guy.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah, he's a college football player. He's ripped. And he's like, well, what about Pippi? I'm like, it's not bad. Like, kind of cartoony. But, yeah, we'll do a little contest of who can come up with the best name.
Ooh,
I just ordered some stickers,
do a little
too. I'm going to start sticking them up.
Should we gift out someone who comments the best name and the name we pick?
Get him on the pod, maybe? A viewer on the pod?
That's crazy. They don't deserve to be on this pod.
Yeah,
Kidding.
dude, it makes me so sad when I go on YouTube and there's one list or one view and two views, and I'm like, and then 0, 0. I'm like,
Yeah.
gosh, why?
No, I think maybe we give a box of Pro V1s out to whoever can come up with the best name.
All right,
Or
we'll
maybe we
do. What's the date today? It's Mother's Day, so the 12th.
actually, Blaze, I don't want to pay for that. Do you want to
Okay,
pay for that?
all right, we won't do it.
Yeah. You'll just
We
have
can do
the
it.
you'll just have the honor of
We'll do
naming the
something for
mascot.
them eventually.
Yeah, we got a lot of cool
Uh,
stuff lying
just
around.
someone comment a name and we'll shout you out, and we'll. You know what? We'll do a full swing breakdown for them.
Oh, done.
There, nice and free.
Yeah.
All right, you have anything you want to talk about?
No.
No, I had one thing, but slipped my mind. But yeah, I guess that's it. That's
That's a
episode
wrap.
5.
Episode 5 in the books.
Yep.
Good
And
game, everybody.
any updates on YouTube? We got some videos coming out.
Yeah, Blaze and I filmed the full practice day. I haven't been in the studio yet because I've been caddying on the PGA Tour.
Mm-hmm.
So
Big boy.
I'm back in the booth, which is actually where I'm at right now.
Nice.
And I'm going to cook up a little video for you guys how we practice.
All right. That's it then. That's the pod.
That's the pod. We'll
All
see
right.
you in
Thank
church.
you, everyone. Please subscribe. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Instagram. Happy Tuesday. Tuesday Talks Pod. That's it. Peace.